Welcome back. All right. It happened. It actually happened. I didn't think it would. I really didn't. Being completely honest, I thought Colorado was in total control of this series. I figured we were going back to Denver with the Avs up 3-1. They'd be able to finish this in 5. I was ready to be here tonight saying, well, Seattle, at least your team tried, and you guys can learn about this for the next time around. But maybe this team doesn't need that superstar player as much as was being said in the media a couple days ago. Maybe they just need to play as a team, get a few saves here and there, and they have a chance. We have seen teams that don't necessarily have a superstar get all the way to the final or at least pull off upsets. And I would argue that really the superstar aspect of the Seattle Kraken this year has been their ability to roll 4 lines, have 6 defensemen, and shot suppression. A lot of shot suppression. So, it's Georgiev versus Grubauer yet again. Near miss for Bjorkstrand. The next chance is held by Georgiev. So, Seattle gets off to the early jump. McCann then has a shot that's saved. Nieto boards Eberle. Seattle goes to the power play. That cycles. It's dangerous early. Schwartz has a chance that's saved. It's cleared. It's killed off, but Seattle gets 3 shots, and they were up to 7 already at this point in the game. And then at 3:56, so that's before the 4-minute mark, Borgen scores on a blast from the point. Larson and Tanev with the assists. And that is the 4th game in a row in this series. So every playoff game in their history, Seattle Kraken have scored first. Kraken go back to the power play. They cycle. Dunn has a shot that's blocked. That was killed off. And the shots were up to 11-2 by the end of that power play in favor of Seattle. And we're just past the 6-minute mark. So Seattle getting a lot of opportunities early in this one. Girard's then denied as the Avs press. Byram and Gord are unfriendly. The Avs end up getting a power play. There's a shorthanded rush chance for McCann that's saved, and then Makar absolutely drills McCann. So they give him 5 minutes in order to review it, and they dropped it to 2 minutes as a result. Now, McCann is hurt on the play. I understand why it was 2. It was shoulder to shoulder. There wasn't head contact. It was late, so it's 2 minutes for interference. But again, I think the injury in that result causes people to be upset. And I understand. I do. I hope McCann's okay. I hope he can come back for the next game. They do score on that power play. So Sprong scores on the power play from Schultz at 10:09, and that's post and in. So Seattle does get their vengeance at that moment. And Makar, every time he touched the puck after that, was booed mercilessly. I would like to congratulate Seattle fans on now just being regular NHL fans. You know to chant "Ref, you suck." And to boo the guy who's hurt your player. So I have nothing more to teach you. Move along and enjoy hockey for all that it will bring you. So, that was just something. The Avs would press for a response, and the emotions are getting high after McCann got hurt. It felt like the physicality went to the next level from Seattle after that hit on McCann. Schwartz is then denied and close as the Kraken press. A stretch pass to Donato, near miss there. Schwartz has a net feed that's picked off. Alexiak has a net drive that's held. We get some pushing after that. The Kraken press to close it out, and we get some pushing and sticking and all that stuff going on. And coming out of that, the Kraken end up with a power play to start the second period. There were 2 members of the Avs who went to the box and 1 member of the Kraken. So they're up 2-0, and they've got a power play to start the second period. But this is Colorado. So, Avs, they don't let Seattle set up early. McCann, not on the bench. He would not return. That power play was killed off and no shots, in part because McCann's not out there on it. Beniers can't bury one in close. The Avs rushed. Donato has a wraparound that's saved. The rebound's then held. Susie has a shot that's held. The Kraken with some momentum, and the hitting's ramping up again. These teams, this was the first game in this series that really felt like a hotly contested playoff game. I'm hoping that in Game 5 between New Jersey and the Rangers, it starts to feel that way too. So I'm not cheering for an injury. I just, that really visceral feel you get watching these games, right? Where you feel like absolutely everything's being laid on the line. And I got that feeling tonight from Seattle. Really desperate hockey. In fact, 26 minutes into this game, Colorado had 8 shots. 8. So we're almost halfway through the game, and the fact that Colorado had 8 shots was remarkable to me because this is the Avalanche. So McKinnon fires one wide. Makar has a chance that's held. We get some pushing after that. Makar has a shot that's blocked. Gord throws a hit on Rantanen. That draws some cheers. Wenberg has a shot that's held. We get some pushing after that. The Kraken press at 8.5 minutes. The shots are 8-2 for Seattle at 9.5 minutes. So again, just great to this point in the period. Rantanen has a shot that's blocked then as the Avs press. Newhook had a rush chance that was saved. There's a near miss for Schwartz as the Kraken press. And then on a rush, completely against the flow of play, Colorado gets on the board because this is how it works. It's Rantanen from McKinnon and Rodriguez at 14:07. And that's where the oh no reflex kicks in, right? Because I've seen this with the Avalanche a couple of times over the last couple of years. So that was a 5-hole goal as well, and that seems to be where they're going on Grubauer in this series. The Avs press with 4 minutes left. Gord's denied. Rebounds held. There's some pushing as Seattle had some opportunity there. 2:47 left, though. The Avs get a power play. There's an early clear by the Kraken. They cycle in the second half of said power play. Girard then fires one wide from the slot. And very late in the power play at 19:10, Rantanen scores from Girard and Comfer. So that ties the game. Mikko Rantanen with his second star. And then Seattle looks to answer, but they run out of time. So after the second period, your score in this one is 2-2. All right, I had to fix that. I was distracting myself with the fact I didn't have the 3 stars up there yet. So, third period, Soucy has a shot that's saved. Eberle then has a rebound that's held. And this is where I love what Seattle did tonight. They don't sit back and they don't panic. You know, it's a tie game. They're against defending Stanley Cup champions. They don't really care. Malgin's then denied. Byram has a shot that's saved as well. Donato had a rush chance, saved. Rebound held. Both teams going to the net a lot early in this. A lot of net drives and just trying to do whatever you can. If you got to get a greasy goal, you got to get a greasy one. Borgen has a chance kicked aside. The Avs rush. The Avs then press at 5 minutes, but they're kept to the outside. Beniers has a one-timer. That's deflected out. The Avs would press again 7 minutes in. They end up drawing themselves a power play. Makar has a blast that's blocked. It's cleared out. McKinnon then had a shot that was blocked and cleared. There had to be a lot of ice packs in the Seattle locker room tonight. There was a lot of shot blocking, fearless shot blocking at that point. So they do kill that off. No shots on net. And the fans cheer. They understand and appreciate how much they were sacrificing on that penalty kill. Donato to Sprong gets picked off. The Avs clear it out. Sprong then had a sharp angle shot that was saved. Schwartz is denied. We get a bit of a dog pile at the net. They did review to see if the puck went in, and nope. Whistle had gone. The puck was held, so even if the puck went in, it doesn't matter. Kraken press with 8 minutes left. Taves then had a point shot that's saved as the Avs press the next shift. Gord fires one wide on a 3-on-2. O'Connor's then denied. The rebound's cleared. There's a near miss for Dunn on a one-timer, and this one's moments from the crowd. Larson has a chance that's held. Comfer then fires one wide on a rush. Cogliano had a slot shot that's blocked. We're going to overtime. So in overtime, so far in the 2023 playoffs, 9 games coming into this one, the road team has won 7 times. The road team usually wins, and remember, coming into this one, the road team had won every other game tonight. So going into this one, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's Colorado's game. Colorado's probably going to win this. And I kind of resigned myself to that a little bit because, like, I cheer for and root for the underdog, right? So clearly it would be great to see Seattle. And I mean, Seattle's, a 3-hour drive from here? It'd be great to see them do something in the playoffs. The team that's an hour from here, they're not doing anything right now. Well, Abbotsford is. Go Abbotsford. So, I didn't have great hopes going into the overtime. However, Makar has a turnover chance that's saved early. Taves then has a shot that's blocked. The Avs were kind of controlling it, but then Donato finally clears it out, relieves that pressure. It was about a minute and a half they were pinned in. Cogliano then beats out an icing. Schwartz, though, he's denied on a net drive, draws them a power play. Sprong has a shot that saved. The rebound's cleared, and then they cycle it. They bury it from a sharp angle. The puck goes over to Eberle. It bounced over to him, and he buries it. Schwartz and Sprong with the assists. That's at 3 minutes exactly. Seattle wins this one, ties the series at 2. We will get a third game at Climate Pledge Arena. So 3-2 is your final in overtime for Seattle. Your 3 stars are Eberle, Rantanen, and Schwartz. Your shots on net, 18-8 Seattle in the first, 12-6 Seattle in the second, 9-7 Seattle in the third, and in the overtime, they outshot Colorado 3-1. Final shots are 42-22 Seattle. They were legit the better team for a large portion of this game. Power plays, Colorado 1 for 3, so they finally get on the board. But so did Seattle, 1 for 5 with the overtime goal and that being on the power play. Hits, 52-37 for Seattle. Georgiev saves 39 out of 42. Grubauer, 20 saves on 22 shots. He's giving them competent goaltending, and they're also suppressing shots for the Avs. I don't know how it's going to go in Game 5, but we know we'll have a Game 6. So fantastic. Just complete acknowledgement here. I think I had Colorado beating Seattle in 5 in the first round. I figured, well, they should get a game. So the fact they've won 2, hey, that's kind of fun. So, Seattle fans, kudos to you guys, and all the best to you. And we'll see how far this goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.